Everyone, this is Alexandra Bello with Miami Web Fest interview series. I am so happy to be interviewing Pat Campo today. He is a writer producer who has 10 years of experience in this industry and started out as an editor. And he is one of the official selections at the Miami Web Fest 2022. So his creation and direction on a live action animation called EP is what we're going to be discussing today. And we're going to be talking to him about himself and what is, his life and artistry about. How are you doing, Pat?
I'm doing good, Alexandra. How are you doing?
Very good. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I've been doing, as you mentioned, I've been doing films for around about 10 years. I'll start off as an editor, but then wanted to get more in the creative side, writing side. So I've been writing for people for probably well over 7 years. And for the past few years, maybe like 2 to 3 years, I've been trying to create my own projects and shorts and going the festival route and just seeing how they do.
Very good, very good. Well, I watched your project and it looks very promising.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. It was very interesting to see. I didn't even know the name of the genre, but it's a live action animation. So I wanted to ask you, can you tell me a little bit about what is your favorite films to create lately?
Well, I love thrillers, right? I love thrillers. Well, it's a mixture of thrillers and sci-fi. And I think EP is one of those short films that personifies that, right? I grew up with watching movies like Blade Runner and of course Star Wars and the Terminator. So I got a lot of inspiration from those movies, right? And a lot of anime as well. So yeah, I try to incorporate all that stuff, especially the sci-fi into what I want to do in my own projects.
Very good, very good. So you do this full time, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. You are more into directing now?
I am. I'm trying to do more directing for myself as for my own projects as well for other people's projects. Yes.
Very good. Okay, so what is EP about?
EP, it's the storyline follows the growth of an AI robot and his owner, right? So it follows their daily lives, and then I don't want to give too much away. You kind of have to watch it to see what happens. But the concept and imagery derived from a lot of the anime back from the 80s, as well as movies back from the 80s, like what I mentioned before, like Terminator, right? Or Blade Runner, because Ridley Scott's one of my favorite directors. And the thriller type genre as well, mixed with the sci-fi, is definitely something that I love and is definitely the main aesthetic to EP that I'm trying to show. I'm trying to put out in all the film festivals.
I did see two different aesthetics in the film.
Right.
I guess two different backdrops or backgrounds or types of backgrounds, because of course it was like you were in there with them, with the background, and it was like live action. But then I saw another type of background that was not blending with the live action. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, so when I started the project, it was more of a proof of concept, right? So all the backgrounds was created in this program called Real Engine that I used, and I did certain backgrounds. I wanted to just give a feel of like where it was just static, where the actors that were in the backgrounds, they were just a little more static and not much going on, so you just focus on the actors. But then there's some backgrounds I created were very shaky, right, and moving quite a bit, a lot of movement. So I just wanted to give that sense of urgency and like almost kind of panic, so it's not just the actors you see on the screen, but the backgrounds as well incorporated with them. It just gives that feel.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I found that very interesting. And then I asked myself, oh, why is the background different here? I noticed because I was, observing how everything was, it's kind of like you recorded it and it blends with the other world. It's like a blend between two worlds to create the effect.
Right, exactly. And I try to make it very, what do you call it? Like there's a lot of neon going on. So just have different colors, right? Different colors and shades just going on. So it's very pleasing to the visual, to the eye.
Yes, very nice. If you go to the festival, guys, remember to come and check out Pat's project EP, and then you will find out what EP is really about at the end of the webisode. Is this like a webisode or a short film?
This is a webisode. I'm planning to make more, hopefully in the future, if time permits and budget permits. But this is the pilot episode, so expect more.
That's very good. Yeah. Awesome. Well, what is for you the importance of creating content? What would you have to say to filmmakers out there and regular people out there that like watching films? They don't like being behind the camera, but they like watching what we create.
Like what I said earlier, like I'm gonna make another one of these, right? I don't care if I have money or not. I'm gonna find the budget, or the time. I don't care if I have time or not. I'm gonna find the time. So I'm very passionate about it. So I'll, for filmmakers, I feel like I just want to say you have to just keep being passionate about your projects, and don't let anything or anyone deter you from creating it. Even though you think, oh well, I have other projects going on and I'm not happy about them, but I'm making money off them. I mean, that's great. You'll make a living off that. You can make a career off that too, but are you going to be fully happy with what you're doing there? Or are you going to be happy you're creating your own stuff that you're passionate about and that you're dreaming about, right? So I'd say go for the latter, because that's the stuff that you really want to do ultimately.
Very good. That is great advice. And I always say that people, how a picture has 1,000 words. Imagine how many words a video has.
Mm-hmm.
The right music and the right color theme, like the color palette that you select for a scene or another scene, or having backgrounds moving or static, all of that has an impact.
Right, exactly. Visually and also as well as the audio, right? Like I did a lot of the sound design for this too, right? And the music. So I made sure that it was very pleasing to hear, but fit well with the aesthetics of the visuals as well,
Great taste on the music.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely shows that you are an editor for many years.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Right, yeah.
When you are an editor, you refine the ear and you refine the eye.
Right. And it's weird because they do say that, right? They say in the industry, the editor is basically the second storyteller of the film. It's not just the writers, because the editor they do have to tell their own take of the story when they're editing.
It's actually, you have the creator.
Right.
And then you have the director, which is the next story teller.
Right.
And then you have the editor.
Right.
That's why the director, if it's not the same person, the director is in the editing room.
Exactly.
He wants to supervise what's going on with the film.
Exactly.
Like that movie Jaws, I always remember that case.
Right.
This movie looks terrible. Whatever it was, I don't remember what it was, but the editor saved it.
Right, exactly. That's what's funny. It's like it wasn't even Spielberg that saved the movie. I mean, of course, it was good. It's a great movie because of him, but the editing was actually what made the film.
I know. So it's great when you're an editor and you decide to direct, because then you can shoot like with the editing in mind.
Right, exactly. And that's why I did quite a bit. I did have ready the edits in my head So I already work with that even in pre-production, right? Before doing all the shots and even before editing, it was already edited in my head.
It's
To
true.
a certain aspect, yeah.
It is true. It's
Yeah.
true. That's why making storyboards is interesting for directors and important because
Right.
they have already visualized it in their head.
Right.
They don't need to
Exactly.
go to set to say, what shots am I gonna make now that I see the set? No.
Right. They know exactly what they're gonna do. Like shoot it this way and then cut it right there. That's it. That's all we need because that's what we're gonna do. That's what's gonna be on the editing room, right?
Yeah.
So
Every space, let's say that you don't have the location confirmed, but every
right.
space has 4 walls.
Right.
So
Exactly.
don't be that, that nonsense about oh, I haven't seen the location, so I don't know what shots I'm gonna do. No.
Right.
You're gonna place the actors within the location and they're gonna be facing each other. What type of shots? What do you want to draw attention to in that?
Right. Exactly. You're right. And you're 100% correct because it's like people overthink things and when you just simplified it and that's what makes it engaging, right? The way
Yeah.
you mentioned it. Yeah.
Yes, when you visualize the movie in your head, forget about what you have locked down, what you don't have locked down. If you have visualized it and you can put it down on paper,
Right.
you can convey it to. The reason why we put things on paper is because people cannot read your mind as a director. So
Right.
they need to see it on paper so they can follow along.
That's
and
right.
make it efficient for you to create what you're creating.
It's so funny because one of the first things I directed was a music video and
Yes.
the concept was pretty crazy and there was a lot of visual stuff, a lot of, because a lot of edits, a lot of visual effects, and it was kind of a ambitious idea in my take. So I wasn't good with storyboarding at that time, so I didn't really storyboard much. And no one on the set knew what I was talking about. I'm like, no, it's gonna look like this way. It's gonna cut like this, and it's gonna look that way in the end. And they're all like, what? Like, you need a storyboard that's better because we don't know exactly what you're talking about. So I tried to, and I wasn't good with storyboards, so I tried to storyboard as much as I could to the best of my ability. They filmed it all the right way, but they didn't know what they're filming. I'm like, just film it this way. Trust me, at the end, it'll look fine. So they're filming it like, why are we filming it this way? I'm like, just trust me, it'll look fine at the end. So by the end of the shoot, a lot of the crew people were like, I don't know about this. It's probably gonna be horrible, whatever. And when I finished the edit, because I did the edit myself at the end of that video, the music video, everyone saw it. They're like, oh, like, well, that's the way it's supposed to look like. Whoa, like it came out great.
Oh my goodness, I would love to check that music.
I would love to show it to you. I don't even know if I'm allowed to show it because that band, that project is no longer.
But didn't it get published?
It did, but they took down the video because there was a fallout and
oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Then no, you're not allowed. You can only show it privately
or
from your device.
Exactly. That's it. And
So
it sucks because it's like it sucks because I wanted to show everyone, but I'll send you a link later.
Yeah.
After this.
No, you're not gonna know people. He's not gonna send me a link. We're gonna meet at a coffee shop and he's gonna show it from his phone.
That's right.
So we all know.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I'll show it to you on my phone.
Exactly. Where are you located, Pat?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh my goodness, Florida. How are we gonna do this, Pat?
I'll book a flight.
Next time I'm in Los Angeles, I'll let you know.
Let me know. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
So tell me how you feel about being one of the official selections of Miami Web Fest.
I'm excited. I'm super excited. I always wanted to be in this film festival for a long time, but I was never accepted for my past films.
Very nice.
Yeah. So now I'm super excited. Yeah. So now I'm super excited. I wish I could be there. That's the only thing. But of course, fortunately, situations come up. But I'll be there next time when I create another project and if I get accepted, I'll be there for sure.
Well, we are so excited to have you this time around, and we're so excited
you.
for this arrangement that we're doing Zoom interviews with some of the filmmakers that cannot make it. We wish that it would be all, but it is, it is what we can do at the time.
Right.
And the ones that come here are definitely all going to hit the red carpet. So we are gonna be interviewing everybody for at least 2-3 minutes just to get everybody in there.
That sounds so fun. I'm missing out. I know that.
It's been fun. The times that I've been to the festival, I have had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 days packed with a lot of information, screenings, parties,
man.
boom, 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 boom. Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Yes.
But you can also come and visit. We have the festival at the end of September every year.
Right.
So, you can come and network with other filmmakers. This festival has consistently had international creators traveling to Miami every year.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah, this been going on like when people were like, web series festival, what? Like, who cares about that? Well, guess what?
Like, no, this is a thing.
That.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, this is a big thing.
Yes. I am very happy to be part of it, and I'm happy that you're one of the official selections. That we got to talk, and this is going to be published on YouTube in a few weeks.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes.
Thank you again.
So I'll send you the link, and thank you so much for your time with me today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the interview and for having me, and for the opportunity of just being in the festival. It's so awesome.
Yes. Everyone watching, I invite you again to look for Pat Campo. Also look for EP. He has social media out there as well. You did share your social media with me, but go ahead and tell,
I did.
The audience.
Basically, it's just if they just search for Pat Campo, I think it's Pat Campo /EP at Twitter. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, how does it work? Pat Campo .ep/Twitter.
Oh,
that's the Twitter. Yeah.
Twitter.
And then Instagram is same thing. Pat Campo. I forgot the layout. But if you just look at Pat Campo.
I'm only on Instagram.
Oh, right.
My personal.
Your personal
doesn't allow me to have
social media. Anything else?
Much for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Just social. I mean, Instagram's enough. I think.
It is a handful. Instagram is a handful in itself.
I used to deal with Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, but now like my Facebook is just kind of gone the way of the
Facebook has been gone, and I just activated like a month ago, and I probably go in like once a week, and then I go back out. That's it. Right.
But the Instagram, just search Pat Campo EP in the search. I'm guarantee it'll come up. I can't remember the exact link, but I'm sure that'll come up. Yes, and we have the screenings for everyone listening. We have the screenings on Friday. You can also go to miamiwebfest.com and you will see the schedule as one of the menu items. You will also see the hotel as one of the menu items if you want to stay at the hotel. And, I invite all of you to go and check all of the movies that we're screening, not only the official selections. The official selections, try to follow all of them. We have published them we have published their names on the website. I do believe that you can go and get that information online and see what's going on with each one of these filmmakers, follow their Instagram, stay in touch with each one of them. Make sure that you follow Miami Web Fest Instagram as well, Miami Web Fest. And I am Alexandra Bello. It's a pleasure to be talking with Pat today and for you guys to be listening to what we're talking about. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Bye.